What's up guys, I'm here with a video on how to use the race script generator program. If you were watching the part 1 of how to use the site to host events, so this is the part 2, or else this is just a tutorial on how to use this. So first off, obviously you'll download it from the link I'll supply, and then you just open it, simply double click it. That's all you need to do. Don't need to install it or anything. You just need .NET 4.5 or above, but almost every computer program needs that to run, so you should be fine. When you open this up, you're going to see a few things here that might not make sense at first, but it's really easy once you understand what it is. So the lineup file is something the server makes, so it's configurable in the server args, and you can set a name for it and everything. And if you have a server from, like, I don't know, someone who provides servers like MXSim game servers, I know you can ask them for it and they'll show you how to get that from them. If you have a server on your computer, it's just in the server folder. Once you set it up, I'll link a written tutorial and it shows you where to put the lineup file, text and everything to get it. It's not hard to do at all. But once you have that, what it is, you don't really need to know what it is, but basically it just lists all the players that are in the server and some information about them. This is an old lineup file from a recent event. I mean, not really old, I guess, but so lineup file. You're gonna want to open that first thing, that's because you need that for everything in this program. This is only needed for this side. The sign up file is only needed for this side of the controller thing. So first off, on this side of the control, you can just use the lineup file only, so we're gonna start off with that. This middle is your options, so like the name color is the name, or the color you want the names to be displayed in game. So let's just say you want them to be white, and the title is like some other stuff these scripts make, what color you want those to be. You'll see that in a second, but I like them green. And the track number is the number of the track in the server that you want the race to happen on. So if I go, I'm in a server right now, go server list tracks, see there's only one in here, so but it's 0 and it's Albuquerque Arena Cross. So I can set the track number to 0 and it's already there. Class name, what you want the class to be called, obviously. So like I'm gonna call this Arena Cross class. And then bike allowed, you have the options of full size, so like 450s or 252 strokes, lights, 2 strokes only, 125 only, and then finally any bike. Riders allowed, how many people you want to get in. So since we're only using the lineup file, and this is an old lineup file, at the time there was 15 people. There's, I think, 15. Yeah, 15 people in the server at the time. So since we're just going straight off the lineup file, let's say I only wanted 5 of those people in this race. And then there's 2 options here to actually make the scripts. So say I wanted to make heats for, I don't know, Supercross or whatever kind of thing you need heats for. You can just click split to heats and it puts them in 2 heats. Depending on the number of people, the extra rider is either going to go in 1 or 2. It's kind of random. But, like as you see, I can increase this number and then click it again. And now there's 3 in this one and 3 in this one. Or if I do any number, like there's 15 people in here, so I can split it and have 15, all 15. Or any number above how many people are in will just default to all of them. So as you see, it split everybody in scripts. I did a tutorial already on what a script is and what it does, and I'll link that, but real quick, this is just stuff to set up the race. This displays their name, this shows them what class they're in and what heat they're in, and this shows them how many riders. And like I said, I'll link to a more in-depth tutorial on what a script is, but right now we don't need to know what that is. So also you can make a moto, which is just one race. Just call it moto for ease of reading, and it puts everyone in. But I can do like 10 or whatever, and then so it only puts 10 of them in right here. So we're gonna stick with this, just a modo real quick so I can show you what it is, and let's go ahead and include everybody in there. So you can save the script just by clicking that button. Let's call this Arena Cross. I always spell that wrong. Main event, and put it on the desktop and save it. And see, it makes this script that you can execute in game. To get the scripts in game is different for everybody. If you're running a server off of your computer, all you need to do is put this in the MX server folder. If you're using like a VPS or something, you'll probably know how to do this already, but you just use FileZilla to put it in there. And if you have like say an MX Sim game server or something like that, they have their different ways of getting scripts in, and I know it's pretty easy with that one in particular. If the person who made your server arg specified a send file prefix, you can put this script in your outgoing folder in your MXS personal folder, and then come in here and type /send file space and then the file name, like the full name. So we named it like arena cross something.mxs. What would we name it? We named it arena cross main event. So I need to put arena cross main event. And like I said, some people allow you to send files this way. There's a lot of ways to get it. It's different for everybody, but those are pretty much every way you could possibly do it, I think. So I've gone ahead and put this script in my server folder. So now I can come in game, and if it's just in the the folder, like the MX server folder, all you need to do is type server exec. Oh, one other thing, you need to be admin to execute scripts, but I'm sure if you're hosting a race, you're an admin of a server. So, and then the script name, we named it Arena Cross. I always spell that wrong. Main event.mxs. And you're gonna see some stuff pop up real quick. Because I executed it on my computer, it's saying can't find slot for these people. It's because they're not in here right now. But because these lines are like broadcasting something to people and putting them in the race. So it displays my name, it broadcasts it to the server, puts me in the race, and then tells me I'm in Arena Cross class race, whatever. Nobody is gonna see this and this except the person who executes the script will see this one, and the person who's in the race sees this, just theirs. They don't see anyone else's. It broadcasts to them only. So yeah, it's not going to be this huge crazy list that the players see, but that sets the race up with everything we had in our options. Like, see, the title's green, puts the track to track 0, makes everyone not able to chat during the race, and then this is just stuff to set the bikes up and everything the way you wanted it. Also, it locks the server so people can't change their thing to play mode or spectate mode. So another program I'm going to go ahead and include for you to make some stuff easier when you're actually hosting is called Parse Results. If we go to the server page, and let's say we go to this one, and then we go here, you see this results table. It says results and there's a table. What you do is you copy from here to here, like from 1 all the way to the last UID that you're gonna put in the results file, and then you go and make a new text document, and let's call it results tutorial, and then all you need to do is paste that in and click save, and now you're gonna choose the results, and we called it results tutorial, and you click parse, and as you see, it takes out the UIDs in order of their finishing. Like this person finished first, and as you see in our parser, it's first, and then second. Oops. And this is gonna work for as many people as are in this table. What I use this for is to get the sign up files from heats and then I combine them to make the main event and then add on the 2 UIDs from a LCQ for a Supercross race. So I have 2 results tables opened up from a race I hosted. We're just, for demonstration purposes, gonna say this was like heat 1 and this was heat 2. So what you would do is you'd first do obviously the heat 1, and then you'd make a new text document. Let's say heat 1 results, and then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do another one. And then we're gonna go get heat 2. So now you can just parse that with this program, and then save the signup file as heat 1 UIDs or whatever you want to call it. And say you only want 9 people to transfer. What you're going to do is just delete all the way up to 9 and then save like that. And then you can repeat the process for heat 2 pretty easily. Just like that. And now you'll find the third and final program that I'm going to include. What this is going to do is combine the results as you would want it to do in a heat situation into a main event for gate pick. So race 1, these are going to use like the sign up files that we made. So we called the first sign up file heat 1 UIDs, and we called the second one heat 2 UIDs. So you just hit combine, and it combines these, but it combines them like, okay, so from heat 1, this is for the first UID from heat 1, if I show you real quick. See, this is the first UID from heat 1, and then the first UID from heat 2, and then the second from heat 1, and then second from heat 2, and so on. And it combined them just like that. That's what you're going to want to do for a main event. And then you can go ahead and save that as like main UIDs. And it's going to be 18. And then what I usually do is just look manually, because you don't need to go through this for the LCQ, because you can just add the 2 UIDs. So say like they're both like JLV1 and then some random person, and that fills out the 20. And then all you do is go back to this. All you do is go back to here. Then you set the signup file as the text file we just created with that, which was main UIDs. And now I'll show you what a signup file does. It's very simple. It's just that list of UIDs like I showed you, and all it does is sorts the people from that list, if you know what I'm saying. Like it'll only take people who are in here in order of that. So like as you see in here, the first UID is this one, and it's the first person in the main, and then second is this one, third is this one. It does it in order so that for gate pick reasons mainly. And then I mean, if you wanted to, you could do the same thing to split heats with signups, and it does it this way also. And it's the same way to save scripts, like I said, just like that. Pretty simple stuff. I mean, at first this is gonna seem super overwhelming, I understand, because it's a lot of new stuff to learn, but it's really easy to use once you understand what everything does, and it's so fast, it's easy. So that's really it. that's all there is to using this. I know it was kind of a long video, but it's because I wanted to go as in-depth as possible to try and answer all questions before they come. If you still have any other questions, you can go ahead and leave a comment, or you could just message me on my website or email me, however you want to do it, but comments and messages are probably the best way. So thanks for watching this. Hope it helps you. I'm going to include a download to all these 3 things I showed you are going to be in there. Thanks for watching, like I said, and thanks guys. Hope it helped.